Hello everybody! So, you have made it through the entire semester of tech drawing, architectural design, and advanced drawing. And I just want to say I'm really proud of you guys. You guys did some excellent work. So, I know that a lot of you have done some really complex things in SketchUp. This is going to be super easy for you. Just making sure that you guys know the fundamental tools on how to use SketchUp, which I already know you do. So this should only take you probably about 10 to 15 minutes if you're paying attention. And let's get right into it. So what we're going to do for our final assessment is make a simple shed. 4 sides, a roof, put some materials on it, take something from the 3D warehouse, a door, and make some section planes, add some scenes, and that's pretty much it. So here's a step-by-step tutorial on how to do this. So if you pay attention, you study how to do it, you follow the steps correctly, I'm sure that everybody's going to do very well on this. The first step to making our shed, I'm going to go over to our rectangle tool. And I want you to left click. Don't left click and drag, just left click, and you'll be able to start making a rectangle. We're actually going to make a square, but the way that you do exact dimensions here is in the bottom right you should see those numbers moving around. If I actually just start typing on the keyboard, you'll see that my keyboard's off. There we go. The minute I start typing on the keyboard, those go away. And it will take over for my exact dimensions. 10 apostrophe is 10 feet. And then if I hit comma, I hit space comma here, space, 10 apostrophe, that's going to give me a 10 foot by 10 foot square. I hit return, ta-da, there we go. I'm going to orbit around to show you that it's actually a square because it looks a little weird from over there. There's our square. And the next thing that we want to do is use our push-pull or extrusion tool. Come over here. Again, left click, don't drag. Left click, and we see those numbers again. We're going to actually come up 9 feet, space, 6, double apostrophe. 9 feet 6 inches. And there we have it. Now we have our cube. But remember that we need that's going to be flat planes all around. So what we need to do is make 6 inches around for the inside to give room for our 2x4s and things like that. I'm going to go over here. I just used the orbit tool. Now I'm going to use pan tool. And the best tool to use here is actually offset tool. But notice that we don't see that tool over here. Actually, we see it right here, but you might not be able to see it. All we have to do is go to View, Tool Palettes, Large Tool Set to see all of our other tools. We got Protractor and a whole bunch of other things here as well. So we'll take Offset tool, click Offset tool, and again left click, and you'll see that it's taking either the inside or the outside of the whatever we clicked on. We want to do 6 inches here. Down the bottom right you can see 6 inches, and if we hit enter, now it made a 6-inch buffer around, but preserve that same exact size here. Next thing we want to do is push that in so we have a hollow inside. Use a push-pull tool, left click, and start going up. And we were initially at 9.5 feet, so we're going to come up 8 feet 6 inches. And now that we did that, you can see that it goes up, but it doesn't go all the way up to the point where that's missing. Okay? We still want to have this as a solid surface because we're going to bring this up as well. So now that we have the hollowed out inside of our shed, we are going to take our line tool and go from endpoint to endpoint diagonally. Boom, 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 boom. And now, by crossing those lines, we have an endpoint in the middle. This is going to be the center of our roof, and we need to move that up. Sometimes people take the push-pull tool, and they think that you can take this endpoint. You actually have to use the move tool to bring this up. So if we left-click on this endpoint, notice how if I start moving it, it will click into the green axis or the red axis. We actually want to come up and make sure that it's going up on the blue axis. Not over here, not over here, but once that line is blue, then we're good to go. We can come up 3 feet. And now, if we orbit around, you can see that we now have our roof on our shed. Cool! We are so close to being done already. Let's look at how easy that is. Imagine doing that. You guys could make houses in no time. Now that we have this, we want to add some textures on it so it doesn't just look like a white cube. Add textures, we go to Window, Materials. Here's all our materials. We can take our roof. Let's take this part, roof shingles, asphalt. We just left click and drag. Orbit around, left click, drag, left click, drag. There we go, we got the top of the roof all done. And then let's go to wood. We put some wood siding on it. I'm going to take this one and just bring it down. And look at that. We got some nice wood material. Ooh. Make everything look good. Want to impress the neighbors with our shed. And there we go. So, it's looking like a shed, but how the heck do we get in there? Well, we can add doors. Now, rather than make a door, what I want you to do is go to Get Models, the 3D Warehouse, click that, and look at all these awesome things that have been made. What we want to do here is just type in door. Actually, we're going to put shed door. And now we can see shed doors. I like this shed door by Johan M. So I'm going to hit download. It's asking me, do I want to put it right into the model? Yeah. I said okay. And there we go. Shed door. It's going to move around. If I move it around, it can go in a whole bunch of different places. But put it right here. We might need to do a little bit of movement on this. So if we come in, you can notice that the door is kind of inside of the frame right now. A couple of things you can do. We actually can take our line tool and go up, cut out around this, then push pull, go in, and that's actually what I suggest you do. And there's our door, because what that does is it will create a carved outlet around the door rather than just having the door on the face of the shed. So look at that. We got our shed. We put our materials on, put our roofing on, put this in here. Now we're basically done, but we want to show this shed off, right? We want to show people different angles of the shed, what's going on with it. So we can first add, let's first add a section plane. We go to Tools, Section Plane. And the section plane, again, will just give us a cross-cut section of what is going on with the shed. We put that in, we put left click, but now we have to move that section plane. It has to turn blue to move it, and then you can see a nice cross-cut section of our section plane. Right. There we go. And now that I've made that cross-cut section, I'm going to say, I like the way that looks. I want to save this exact way that I'm looking at my model. That's pretty easy. We just go to Window, Scenes, and we can say, okay, I want to add this as a scene. I want to add this as perspective that I can go back to at any time. Save as new style, create scene, and there we go. But say, well, I'm seeing the inside right now. I want to see just the entire structure. We have a section plane on, so we can actually go to View, unclick See Section Planes, and also View, hide those section cuts. So we go right back to where we were. And I'm going to say, well, I just had that. I want to see how tall it is, comparatively speaking, to Steve over here. So here we go. That looks pretty good. Let's take a scene of this. Add scene, save as new style, create scene. And now we'll watch what happens. So we have this scene right here, but if I double click on this one, it brings us right back to where we were working, what we were seeing from the other scene. Wow, that was easy, huh? So that is a lot of, there's a few more tools, but these ones really are the fundamentals that I wanted you guys to know. Again, you guys know the ins and outs of this now, and I'm really proud of you for what you guys all accomplished. So that's it. I want you guys to file, save as, and save that into the same individual assessment folder with your name so I can come back and review these. I want you guys to have a great summer. I had tons of fun this year. I can't wait to see you guys next year, and thank you so much.